Sup y'all, it's me, it's your boy Asmongold, and today I want to talk to you guys about exploiting. Now, many of you guys probably know that there was a world quest in Sarmar a couple of days ago that gave about a little bit over 10,000 artifact power if you had all the artifact knowledge, and you were able to complete this world quest and then log off and then log back on and do the world quest again. The thing is, that world quest took about 1 or 2 minutes, and obviously there was a million people doing this, doing it over and over and over, to the point to which some people got over 1 million artifact power from doing this in just a matter of hours. So Blizzard, of course, suspended those players and also fixed the glitch. And I think that any reasonable person would think, okay, that's good that Blizzard suspended those players, then they can sort it out and determine how much of a punishment each person should get, and also roll back their characters to where that artifact power would not stay on their account, because that would give them an unfair advantage, and that would just, it would basically allow players to basically come out ahead from exploiting something in the game. No, that's not what they did. That's not what they did. And I want to make something very clear. This is not something that I'm mad about. I'm not really frustrated. You know, the more that this shit happens, the less I fucking care. Like, the more I just look at this and I just laugh. It's funny. Somebody can exploit something that's going to take somebody over a week, more like some people over a month to get 1 million artifact power, even with the artifact knowledge. And the only thing that they get is a slap on the wrist, a 1-day vacation, and they come back and they're over 1 million artifact power ahead. Exploit early, exploit often. That's been the motto, and apparently it's not going to fucking change. So I don't really care a whole lot personally. Again, like this, I'm not going to lose my rates, but what I am going to do is I am going to lose a little bit of respect, and the game in general loses a little bit of integrity. And at a certain point, whenever there's this much cheating, you start to ask yourself, what the fuck is the point in trying if other people can just cheat and get farther ahead than you are? And that's honestly what I think a lot of people are wondering, including myself. Now, there have been some circumstances where exploiters were punished, and I think that was good, but World of Warcraft has especially taken a very, very bad stance on either, like, maybe giving them a 1-day suspension or basically nothing, which is pretty much what's happened here. Now, some people, as I said before, did get suspended for a week. Some people are trying to make the correlation that the more artifact power they exploited, the longer they were suspended for. That is not true. I think that they might have tried to do that, but they definitely haven't yet. What I do know, however, is that many of the people, now that the 24-hour duration has worn off, they are logging back on to having over 1 million artifact power on their account. Now, obviously, there's the main reasons why this is bad, because, it allows people to get ahead of other people, and I want you guys to understand something. We are not playing a single-player game. A lot of people take competition seriously, and I would assume that many of the people who are exploiting this are people who are trying to be competitive. So allowing people to exploit something in the game and then punishing them in a way that exploiting it is still worth it, even if you take the chance of the punishment, is actually very, very bad for the game and diminishes the credibility, the integrity, and just people's motivation. And, like, why would you try and log on and play legitimately if some person was able to exploit and get farther ahead than you were? So I can give you guys a couple of examples. Just as very, for like a numerical example, so let's say you steal $100, right? You steal $100 and there's a 25% chance that you can get fined $150. If you just continuously do that over and over and over, you're actually going to come out with more money. So basically what Blizzard needs to do, which they haven't done, is they need to make sure that if you exploit something in the game, the punishment for exploiting something in the game is worse than the gain that you get from doing the exploiting. It's insane that this is even happening. And I've tried to tweet at the developers. Of course, they've ignored me, and I didn't really expect them not to. But Watcher did make one post regarding the exploiting, and I can go ahead and read you guys out the first paragraph, just so you guys can see what they said. This is 1 day ago, and this was before the unbans occurred, so we're not really sure if that was a mistake that they haven't unbanned them or anything like that, but we've seen this happen a number of other times as well, so I can almost guarantee that nothing's probably going to happen. And so somebody says, of course, no action will be taken, and they actually were basically right. We did just take action against players who went out of their way to take advantage of this bug. We had two main motivations. First, fairness to those who could have taken advantage of the exploit but chose not to. And second, setting and reinforcing a precedent that flagrant abuse of bugs for personal gain will be taken seriously. Even if you're not concerned with fair play on a community level, from a pure selfish perspective, you're better off not taking advantage of loopholes like this, as there's a very likely chance that you'll end up worse than if you'd never done it at all. Obviously, it's like bogus, it's our fault, and I should have caught the issue, and they didn't. The existence of my mistake doesn't excuse players' deliberate actions of taking advantage of it. Now, there are a number of people that say that, who cares if I have more artifact power, that doesn't necessarily affect you. In a game where there are other people that interact with each other, and there are like raids, like this is a zero-sum environment in a lot of ways, where if somebody who has all of this artifact power is able to do this, they're basically going to have a leg up on somebody who didn't. Now, I'm not necessarily worried about this specific circumstance, but Blizzard really needs to come together and figure out what they're going to be doing about this cheating. They obviously, I really cannot say that they care about cheating in PvP. I think that would be a lie. They obviously do not. They have done a horrible job banning players. You have people on Twitch that are going to BlizzCon tournaments that are sponsored by maybe Blizzard. Blizzard is like, hey, great job, man. Keep it up. Keep advertising account sharing services on your Twitch stream. Awesome job, dude. You're great. And then on top of that, they're partnered with Twitch. So I really cannot say in a world where that exists that Blizzard cares about cheating. The level that they care about cheating is so minimal that it might as well not even exist. And for me personally, as somebody that I don't want to have to cheat to get ahead, but whenever I see that cheating is obviously, it's basically the consequences of cheating are less than the advantages of cheating. Obviously, I'm going to cheat. Everybody is going to cheat, and you're just going to have a game full of cheaters. And this is not necessarily that big of a deal, but there are going to be bigger exploits that if people don't really think that they're going to get in trouble for them, they're going to do them. And I can guarantee you that after seeing this, and after seeing people like getting their guildies or their friends who have this gigantic numerical advantage over them now, those people, every single one of those people, is at least, they're at least considering, if not planning, on taking advantage of the next time this happens, because we all know that it's going to happen again. And it's really disappointing to see this happen. It really is. I just want to, people call me stupid. They're like, why do you care what other people do? Why can't we just play in a fair game? Why can't the rules just be followed? Why can't people who break the rules be punished? Why can't cheating be actually worse than the advantages? The punishments for cheating be worse than the advantages that you get for cheating? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I really don't know what to do here. I've made videos about this before. Nobody really gives a shit, and I don't think anything's going to change now. But hey, guys, as I said, I've just tried more and more to just not give a fuck. I really have, because hey, apparently I'm in very big and lots of company. So it's really big disappointment to see this happen. Hopefully they'll correct it. Probably they won't. But no matter what, I'd really like to see this stop. But as I said, there's a reason the motto is exploit early, exploit often. Just sucks. So I just want to make a video and talk about it because I felt like I had to. Let me know. Let me know what you think. If you got banned for this, you got suspended for this, let me know what happens. Did you get your shit reset or not? So I'm kind of curious. But until then, thanks for watching, I guess. And I don't really want to say exploit early and exploit often as the end of the video, but I'm definitely very tempted to. More so now after this happened than before. But anyway, guys, thanks.